sausage cheese, get some mushy peas, cause we're having chippy tea tonight. When your fingers start rumbling, you poke out a fumble, yeah, we're having chippy tea tonight. Going to a gig, anymore, yeah, we're having chippy tea tonight. You can't find a delay, you don't have to worry, cause we're having chippy tea tonight. Whoa, chippy tea tonight.
There it goes. Just in case.
Ow!
Coward. Well, if he's putting on his mask, I'm going to put on my mask.
Well, I'm staggered, right?
And I'm just going to have it standing by just in
My
case.
chin diaper.
Mine might cover like one dude.
Wear the damn burqa. Hello, happy campers.
Hey,
Spike.
Chris.
And
And
Scott.
Scott. Welcome back to Scottacular 6. This is 6, isn't it?
I'm not
5,
sure.
6. We've been doing this for a while.
I
I'm
don't-
thinking
I don't
6.
keep count.
I know the operative word is butterscotts, unless we come up with something else, but
Butterscotts.
butterscotts. But
Gameplay.
we're back. It's been a couple of weeks actually since we actually filmed anything. Back
Yeah.
before I kissed a concrete highway divider at about 60 miles an hour a couple of weeks ago.
That's madcap. That nerdy big
Black
button.
ice.
One day it snowed.
That one day it snowed, and I've managed to find the one black ice spot.
Awesome.
True story, coming all the way from Mount Sterling to Richmond. And now anybody who regularly makes the trip from Mount Sterling to Richmond knows you go through Winchester, because if you take 627 you shave about 10-15 minutes off your time, because it's a lot shorter. No problem at all going down a 35-degree decline, going over the Kentucky River, going up a 35-degree incline on the other side of the valley, got all the way to the interstate, went down a 10-degree decline going down towards, I believe it's Tate's Creek Road. There's a bridge over it, over on the Madison County side. Hit the bridge and then hit the abutment after that. It just went and wound up. Spun back around in the center lane. Fortunately not facing traffic, because I probably would have died of fright if I'd seen all these. Because, man, those trucks were still coming by at about 60, 70 miles an hour right over that damn bridge.
Oh, yeah.
So,
They probably don't have a chance to really slow down before they got to you.
yeah, it's one of them things. Everybody flies low down through there because it's one of those.
So were you totaled out?
Yeah, that van is done. So it's an X van. Of course, the van's, I think that van had like 320,000 miles on it. So it don't take long to put mileage on a van like that. So anyway, how you doing, Scott?
Good.
Me, I'm just.
Besides the rain.
Yeah, I think it's like 53 when we came into the shop today to record the episode. We'll see what it looks like
So
by the time we
nice
make
yesterday.
it was.
I washed my truck. Always.
Finally. And the worst part is, you know exactly what happens every time you wash the truck.
For those of you if you are watching and you don't live in Kentucky, Kentucky weather is unpredictable.
There's an old saying: if you don't like the weather here in Kentucky, just wait about 5 minutes. We'll take care of that. So anyway, so Scott, you're doing all right. Chris, you doing all right?
Still going.
Still going. They haven't thrown you out on the street yet?
No.
I mean, you're still living above a tattoo parlor, right?
No, I'm
Oh, you're next door to the tattoo parlor.
I'm next door to a tattoo.
So you're the one bringing property values down,
Hey.
though, right? Just asking. I don't know.
No.
I've never been any good at
They
small
catch
talk.
you deals on tattoos, being a neighbor.
No, I don't go out there.
Do you still put trash in their can?
Oh.
Actually, I think they're the one he doesn't mess with.
Scared.
So anyway, So anyway, we're here to talk about Scott's Comic Relief at 420 East Main Street, Sweetie in Mount Sterling, Kentucky, because if it's 420, it's all about the Sweeties.
Sweeties.
What's the big thing you got in the shop right now, Scott?
Mostly comics. I don't have Pokemon cards.
You don't have Pokemon cards?
No, I had a guy come in when I was closed and ask about Pokemon cards.
Oh.
I didn't know anybody still kept up with the
Actually,
Pokemon cards.
yeah, they had a big tournament where I don't know what it's called, but they do an unboxing of Pokemon cards. So
Yeah.
they open up every pack and look at every one of them, and some of these
Yeah.
are worth like thousands of dollars.
Oh, I know some of the
And it's
original
like-
ones, hundreds of thousands, but it's
crazy.
insane.
Well, back when we had the shop, that's how we did Magic the Gathering. Was
Yeah.
people would buy like 3 packs, unpack it, and that was the deck you used. You got to use a few from your personal decks, but
Spend lots of money on a pack. Maybe have one good one in there. Maybe they all suck. Who knows? It's one of those chances, I guess.
that was part of the fun of it, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I used to buy packs of ball cards.
Whatever happened to that?
COVID-19 happened to that.
Nobody
Sports
buys-
cards are pretty popular from what I understand.
Yeah,
I don't
I've heard
keep
they're
up
making
with
a
them anymore, yeah.
comeback, but I haven't seen anything. Not my cup of tea, but anyway. So now that we've completely wasted about 5 minutes of time, what's happening, Chris? You're the anchor
boy,
here.
look at all these cards. Now there's a lot to talk about, but some of these we can skim over because it's not like too much to talk about. But some of these are like over the moon, like holy hell, what the hell's happening?
Mhm.
So let's get started with all that
Yeah.
news. So.
I'll say pass and go to
Well, Warner Brothers has released a slate of movies all the way to 2022 of 17 movies that will hit HBO Max and movie theaters. These movies, of course, we know that this December we're going to have Wonder Woman 1984, which is going to be released in theaters, but also on HBO Max. For free, you have to have the HBO Max to actually watch the movie.
That ain't free, but
Yeah.
It's
but, I
it's
mean,
not
it's
$30
not,
extra
yeah,
like
it's
the
not.
Disney.
They're not charging you. So we have, and this goes through the entire year of 2021. Matrix 4, Dune, The Suicide Squad, In the Heights, Tom and Jerry, Godzilla vs. Kong, The Conjuring 16, whichever one of those movies are, Space Jam 2, Soul, and Mortal Kombat so far is, and there's a bunch more. There's 17 movies that they were said, but I only wrote down the big major titles. And this is going to go through the entire year of 2021. So, basically, now, just so you understand, when it hits HBO Max, you have a month to watch it. And then it goes straight to DVD.
And it's not on HBO Max anymore.
No. They're only going to put it on there for a month. That's what they're doing with Wonder
It's a
Woman
curious
2.
wrinkle.
That's okay. I get it.
I mean, if you're
Monetize
not going to watch it in the first month, you're not going to watch it.
Now, I have a big issue with this because this is going to hurt movie theaters, and they're actually, I don't know what the hell they're thinking because they're going to lose lots of money, to be honest, because some of these movies, they make a lot of money overseas and things like that. And I don't know what they're thinking about doing this for the whole year next year because we're just now getting the cure and all that. Things are going to be turning back to normal. So why are they doing this? That's what gets me.
Well, maybe they think they would rather have that monthly subscription than somebody going to the movies once or twice a year.
Yeah.
And then people that want to see the big blockbusters in the theaters are going to go to the theaters anyway.
Yeah, well.
You guys, because it's all about the cash flow. I mean, you know, you're a businessman. I used to be a businessman. It's about the cash flow. The only thing Disney's got going for it right now is Disney Plus. And if Disney had waited a year on Disney Plus like they were planning to, what the hell kind of shape would Disney be in right now, you think? And that's what. All right, we've got. I don't want to get into politics too much because I'm so burnt out on politics as it is. But anyway, we have 3 COVID-19 vaccines running around. Nobody knows how. They swear up and down they're like 95% effective. Nobody knows for sure. It hasn't gone into. Just now got emergency FDA approval and stuff. What if it makes you sicker instead of curing it? How long does this go for? And now that you got a bunch of mayors and governors who are getting their rocks off, pushing a bunch of people around, how do you take that? How do you get that horse back in the pen? Mm-hmm. So nobody knows what's going to happen in the next year. Especially, nobody even knows who's going to be in the White House on January 20th right now. So Warner Brothers, I think, is actually doing the smart thing. Yes, it sucks for the theaters, but hey, guess what? Theaters, step up. You haven't had to change your marketing plan or your game plan or your business plan. That was the one I was looking for. You haven't had to change your business plan. I know everybody at 10th Frame is going to give you hell for this because none of them talk to me.
But now maybe Warner Brothers could cut theaters a break on.
That's what I'm hearing. They're going to Warner Brothers is going to reduce their take on each ticket sold, so that. But we're already seeing theaters starting to offer like rentals of theaters and stuff for $100 for a couple hours or whatever, or however it takes. If that's what it takes to survive, that's what it takes. You do what you got to do, and I mean, to be honest, even before all this mess started, we were hearing from theater owners everywhere about how much Hollywood was doing them dirty and stuff, and it's not even get started what happened to the poor old drive-in movie theaters over the past, 4, 5, 6 decades. They're just now starting to recover, and it's not through Hollywood's help, that's for sure. But
that's it. You got to throw in some incentives too. You know, you got to throw in bundle free popcorn when you're at the theater.
Okay.
Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Popcorn's not expensive.
I'm going to ask you a question here then. What movie would you like to see on a large, what is that, about a 20-foot diagonal screen? A 10th frame? 20-foot, 25-foot diagonal?
If they could get like HD Die Hard.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
I wouldn't mind seeing the new Suicide Squad movie, God vs. Kong, Dune, and of course Wonder Woman. Wouldn't mind seeing
Out of how
those.
many movies next year?
There's 17 movies being released.
4 for 17. Which means that 13 of those movies you wouldn't see even if it was on HBO Max.
Oh,
So,
any Marvel movie, I like to go to the theater and watch it.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like right now.
I mean, right
To
now,
rent a
in the
theater,
future,
yeah.
there's a difference in the experience. It's something that theaters can offer that you can't get at the house because you don't have 50-foot tall ceilings. You're not going to be able to fit a 25-foot diagonal screen in your house. Sorry, it doesn't happen.
What if they let me bake? If you're in the theater, if you can bake while you're in the
Hey, why not?
Paid $100. I'm the only one in here.
There you go.
It's not cigarettes.
As soon as you can break them with the habit of making you wear a mask everywhere you go. But anyway. All right, Chris, what's next?
Due to the fact that HBO Max and Warner Brothers decided to release this bomb, Disney decided to step up and say, hold my beer. Watch this, okay? So they released a huge list of every Star Wars TV show that is coming to Disney Plus.
Hey, Goofy, hold my
including
beer.
Marvel stuff, yeah. So, with the Star Wars stuff, we have titles like Children of Blood and Bone,
That's going to suck, yes.
Visions, New Republic, Lando, Rogue Squadron, Droid Story, Bad Batch, Obi-Wan, and Endor.
Indoor.
Okay.
indoor.
I do know that there was this really cool commercial with Patty Jenkins, the director of the Wonder Woman series. How she was like literally at an airport, and she was like skating to her car. She was talking about growing up and how her dad was like a pilot and stuff like that. And then she changed her clothes and was walking to whatever those X-Wings.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently she is going to be directing, writing, I'm not right for sure, for Rogue Squadron. So Rogue Squadron is basically about the pilots, I guess.
Yeah.
So
There's a whole bunch of stuff.
now, look, The Mandalorian, love it, right? I love The Mandalorian. Star Wars is okay with me, but that is way too much Star Wars in my opinion. Just saying, they might as well have their own channel. If they're going to do this, I mean, why not? So,
Star Wars universe.
Yep. Got to get the money back somehow.
I guess.
But, I'm of two minds on this. First off, again, Disney supposedly is desperate for cash, right? That's the storyline they're doing right now. But
well, no wonder.
they just gave their chief financial officer an $11 million bonus for some reason. And meanwhile, believe it or not, there actually is a food bank for Disney employees who have been laid off. It costs about $20 grand a week, and Disney can't find the money for that one. So,
Wow.
and they can also apparently find the money for 17 different Star Wars series. So that's one.
Yeah, and not to mention the Marvel stuff that I got here. Now, there was a whole bigger list of Marvel stuff, but I just wrote down the list of trailers that they dropped for these TV shows in the Marvel Universe. So, they released a trailer for Loki, What If, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and behind the scenes of the new Miss Marvel series as well. So, and I got to admit, some of these trailers look pretty awesome, especially the What If one.
Yeah, I agree with that. Loki was a bit confusing, but it'll probably make
Loki's
sense.
always a bit confusing.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I think it'll make sense once it.
Did you guys watch them all?
Chronological.
I haven't seen any of them, but I'll say this. Isn't this a repeat from last summer? Because didn't they swear up? Every single one of these series released a trailer last spring.
So, this is something that always bothered me with Disney Plus, is that before Disney Plus actually launched, they released all these ideas of these shows that was coming, and not one of them happened. And like, what, a year later? So, we have a visitor?
Might have a visitor here in a minute, so we'll pause if we do. The other thing I'm going to point out is that about Star Wars, like I said, 15 of these shows, and how many of them are they just throwing crap at the wall to see what sticks? But here's the other thing: where are your characters from the sequel movies?
The Star Wars?
Yeah, I don't see Finn, I don't see Poe Dameron, I don't see What's-Her-Face, the Mary Sue. I didn't see any of these new guys in there. I see the old ones, but I don't see any of the new ones. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick pause. Back in a minute. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, well. Okay, so. The correct answer is, so what?
Basically, I mean, like again, like the only one that we're going to be getting anytime soon is in January, and I believe that is WandaVision. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous.
I just think, don't watch it. I mean, and if it fails, then they won't do it again. But you know, there's a lot of Star Wars fans out there that can't get enough. So
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
give it to them. And
I know plenty. But
If they support it, good. If not,
See what sticks.
yeah, it won't work.
I'd say a few of these will probably be animated though.
And nothing
I
wrong
got a dry throat, sorry.
Unclean. Unclean! Anyway. But yeah, nothing wrong with animation, because they've done it with the, yeah. I'm 6 feet away. You, on the other hand, you're in the line of fire. But anyway,
Because-
So what else?
Master terrible on beards.
oh, I know.
So Warner Brothers and DC will be releasing a Plastic Man movie with a female lead. DC Film Production and President Walter Hamada
Yeah.
Plastic
And-
man.
will be overseeing the whole project.
Hmm.
Plastic Man, but female. So I guess it'd be
I mean,
Plastic
honestly,
Woman.
Plastic Man can take any form he wants, so we'll see how Mary Sue that turns into.
I like the term Mary Sue.
Probably watching
I will too, most likely, because I'm a Plastic Man mark. But
And this is something that you might find interesting. Well, both of you might find interesting. I know I will definitely.
here
be
we go.
looking at
That'll be a
this.
first.
A new Swamp Thing comic book will be released in 2021 and will basically be part of the Justice League Dark. Basically, what the setup is, it's going to be like a apocalypse future with Swamp Thing dealing with people and I guess mutated monsters. So
It's usually what he deals with.
yeah.
I mean, what's new?
So nothing really changes, but it's going to be a brand new thing. So it's I'm excited. I would love to start reading new Swamp Thing comic books. I always liked Swamp Thing. It's me.
I think I stopped. I'm not going to say I stopped reading Swamp Thing back in 1973, but I haven't really kept track of Swamp Thing after 1970. Anything that was done after 73.
Well, I mean, he's
I
in
haven't-
Justice League Dark now.
Yeah. I know he's supposed to be the protector of the green or whatever, but I don't know. There's just way too much of
Now he's getting his
greedy
little.
weenie in there.
They're starting that future state. I think they're going to end up doing that anyway. But
It's a
the
fallen
future
system.
state will be what DC will be from now on. I think that's going to be their new reboot.
The new 52.
Exactly. yeah.
The new
The future state.
The new
But
new.
he's getting his own little run there. He looks pretty cool as far as he's got antlers or horns. Like Swamp Thing with horns.
I'm going to ask you a question real quick. This has nothing to do with Swamp Thing, no matter how horny he gets. But knowing, I mean, he's not so much into it. You and I have been tracking comic books for a while. Knowing what we know now about DC and their frickin' events, if we had the opportunity, would we go back to 1940 and kill Hitler, or would we go back to 1985 and smack Marv Wolfman upside the head?
I don't read DC anyway. So, I mean,
Cop out.
just the black label stuff. So yeah, I'll probably kill Hitler.
Nah, I'm going for slapping Marv Wolfman. I'm pretty sure George Perez would hold him still
If
for
I
me.
go back once, I can probably go back.
Do them both.
Yeah.
Why choose? What else you got, Chris?
Okay, so some more crazy news
So
here.
odd, yeah.
You guys know who Peter Dinklage is?
Yes.
Okay, well,
He's a little deep
yes,
guy.
he is. I like
Probably
him.
one of the best
He is.
actors of this
He is.
generation. That's a shame. But
Well, he apparently is going to be playing in the new reboot movie of Toxic Avenger. He will be playing Marvin. I forgot what his last name is, but
it's been so long since I've seen Toxie and anything.
I know it is of course going to be directed by of the Trauma Entertainment, which is, you know, the trauma,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know if anybody out there even remembers Toxic Avenger.
I do.
I remember it
That
on
was-
on that down the street.
Yes, that's right. That's what you saw.
I just-
Trauma back in the day was like the Asylum is now. They would do the goofinest ass stuff like Samurai Cop, and Toxic Avenger was like their A-list, which was a damn shame and shows you how good, just how awesome
It was entertaining
It was fun. It was goofy, brainless fun.
for a child. I've never watched it as an adult.
Perfect fodder for a video rental store. And you had to have like a Blockbuster or a video rental store. Nobody bought a trauma film. Nobody bought a trauma film. They do now, just
for the fun, I think.
Just for the fun of it, but
yeah, it was one of those like really campy, really stupid, low budget, awesome stuff that, I mean, it did so well that it did start a cartoon series.
yeah.
So-
Comic books.
Yeah, they did
Comic
books,
books,
all
I mean-
kinds of stuff.
But I mean, the fact that Peter Dinklage is going to be playing this.
Make the first appearance of Toxic Avenger in comics go up. There you go.
There you go.
You gotta. That's the thing about comic shop owners. They always gotta watch the pop culture news just because they don't know when the prices are gonna jump.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the one to watch.
That is. I mean, I'm trying to really get it in my head of just seeing Peter Dinklage playing the Toxic Avenger.
I'd like to see Peter Dinklage just doing anything, just get active out there again, and put him together with Bruce Campbell and make a new Evil Dead movie just for the hell of it.
Yes, just like the video game, because in the video game, didn't he have like sorry, that sounds bad. I'm sorry. A little person that followed him around
Oh,
and
the
that
midget?
he kicked
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, the midget you kick. Yeah,
That would be
kicking
awesome.
midget used to be an Olympic sport, man. Come on.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would love to see that.
I'm sorry, did I offend a midget? That's going to be our subtitle for this week. Offend a midget.
Take the job away from Beetlejuice. Remember Beetlejuice?
Now, who's coming up with the new Beetlejuice movie? It's being remade, and I can't remember
Oh,
who's
now
attached.
don't go there.
Somebody's attached to the new Beetlejuice movie.
Don't go there because they've been talking about doing that for years and it's never happened. If they do, it would be fantastic, I think, but I don't think they will ever do it.
Tim Burton on Beetlejuice 2.
I would love to see that.
We
I don't
need
know why
fun
they
movies
haven't.
again. We need fun
What's
movies
last?
again.
I don't remember what Tim Burton's done lately.
This is it, I guess.
It's mostly he did the stupid, horrible Alice in Wonderland movies.
Yeah, that was more for his wife than anything. I
Chocolate
think.
Factory.
That was horrible.
Yeah,
those
I didn't
movies
care
were
That's not
for
horrible.
that either.
Oof.
The Oompa Loompas weren't right. They just weren't right.
The whole movies weren't right at all. That was not right at all.
Alright, moving on.
Alright, so, well, I should have added this to the Star Wars pile, but
Yep, too late.
Darth
Moving
Vader actor David Prowse died at 85. He was the dude in the suit.
So who are they going to get to do it now?
They're, depends on whoever's playing, whoever's currently being tapped to be Anakin this year, I guess.
Oh, no,
What
that
about Hayden Christensen?
that's right. I
Wasn't
forgot.
he
Well-
Anakin before?
Yeah, he is actually coming back as Anakin. And McGregor's coming back as Obi-Wan. So,
Yeah, they're doing the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series. How, I ask you, how did they manage to do an Obi-Wan Kenobi series before they did a Darth Vader series? Scott,
Darth Vader should, I mean, he should be
you're the
at the top.
you're the comic shop owner. Which one sold better, the Darth Vader Star Wars comics or all the other Star Wars comics?
The Darth Vader.
exactly.
And I didn't even know the answer. I just
I
threw
think,
it out there.
I think Obi-Wan as far as I know, he's only had like one shots,
Mhm.
maybe mini-series.
Right.
Darth
Because
has
he's
always had an ongoing,
right. Because
multiple ongoing.
Darth Vader's kind of got that Fu Manchu vibe where you're fascinated by the villain, and it doesn't matter who you.
Well, there's certain villains that are top tier,
Yeah.
and he's absolutely top tier.
Yeah, there's Darth Vader. There's Joker. There are
Yeah.
several. There are several villains who are strong enough that you actually, instead of, you flip the script, instead of Spider-Man against the villain of the month, it's the Joker against the hero of the month, or something like that.
What I don't understand is, to have an Obi-Wan series, didn't we already have that with the
Yeah, it's
so-called
called
the
Star Wars.
first 3 Star Wars
Yes.
movies? Like that, didn't that tell his entire story? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know
Tell
either.
the
I've
tail
never
end
seen
of the
Star
story.
Wars.
The 3 prequels I've never seen. I still haven't seen to
Well,
this
see,
day.
he it tells the story of him training Anakin.
Yeah, now this one's supposed to be taking place between episode 3 and episode 4.
See, now
This show.
that just messes me up because whenever somebody says, "Oh," like they say, the Mandalorian takes place at this sort of time, I try to block that out because I don't want to try and think about it.
It's just like the, I think there's 2 of these new shows coming to Disney Plus, Ahsoka and I think it's Knights of the, or no, it was Rogue Squadron, I think, are supposed to be taking place at the same time as the Mandalorian. And they're all supposed to be building up to one big reveal, the 3 series together.
I do know that I cannot wait for an Ahsoka series because she was awesome on The Mandalorian. Just to see her, it was like, holy shit.
I hated her back when Clone Wars started. Because she seemed like she was such a Mary Sue, and I just saw a video the other day, as a matter of fact, pointing out the guy who created her did that on purpose. He deliberately created her to be a Mary Sue so he could break her of it and then redeem her as her story arc continued throughout the course of the series.
You know,
So now everybody loves Ahsoka and wants to see her show.
I'm going to add this in here. It has nothing to do with Star Wars, but I just want to say this real quick. You guys ever seen The Muppet Christmas?
Yeah,
I couldn't even
about it.
remember.
Yeah, I
Jim Henson Company was trying to create a new character, and for some reason, they picked this lovable bunny-looking puppet, and the rest of the puppeteers hated it because they went for the cute one instead of all the other weird creatures that they had. So in the movie, he gets thrown out of the shop from Scrooge. Shows him freezing in the cold weather. Snowballs being thrown at him, and they all did that on purpose because they did not like the bunny. Just thought I'd just throw that out there. I just thought it was hilarious. No.
You like Wilkins coffee?
Love that.
What else you got, Chris? Move us on. This poor man's got a life to live, and so do I.
More Star Wars stuff. Star Wars memorabilia. some artifacts of the whole Star Wars trilogy apparently was stolen by Bad Robot Productions. Police found 38-year-old Frank Herbert was spotted pushing a shopping cart that had the Darth Vader helmet sticking out of it, and they was like, wait a minute, this ain't right. Thought it was funny.
Chris, what's next?
Alright, let's see here.
Please, no more Star Wars anything, for God's sake.
yeah.
More Star Wars.
Neither one of us wants to hear Star Wars
Alright,
at
well,
that point.
we don't have much to go through here. Another actor has passed away, Tiny Lester.
Oh,
Died at 62.
Toho's bar.
Yeah, died at 62 of COVID. He was in movies like Friday. He was the president in Fifth Element, Universal Soldier, Jackie Brown, and Little Nicky.
Anything you need is a big guy in.
Yeah. That happened, I think, like yesterday, I believe it was.
I was wondering why I saw a YouTube video from WWE about him, but I was like, why would that bring it? Now I know.
Yeah, that's the first place I remember seeing him was Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's got knocked off.
Bummer.
Out.
Yeah.
So, what else you got?
So apparently Marvel and their Spider-Man is trying to do exactly what Sony did with their Spider-Man and put everybody in this damn movie of Spider-Man 3. Now, Alfred Molina will be reprising his role as Doc Ock in the Spider-Man 3, alongside, of course, Jamie Foxx, who played the villain in another version of Spider-Man as Electro. So there has been rumors about, so are we going to get Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield from those Spider-Man movies in this film? Are they going to do exactly the same thing that they did as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie? Like,
Yeah,
it seems like that's what they're doing.
it could be almost just little short cameos. You know what I mean? It may not be big parts either.
I mean,
'Cause I heard Kirsten Dunst and Emma Stone are supposed to be coming back too.
but why? That's what I don't understand.
The multiverse, they're gonna start pushing that. That's the name of the next Doctor Strange. It's-
Mm-hmm. I got 2 words for you, and I don't know. I can't say whether they're going to actually go this direction or not. Secret Six. Sinister Six is what I should say. Secret Six is DC's bad guy team.
Yeah.
Sinister Six. That's what I meant.
Huh.
You've got, because Electro and Doc Ock are both founding members.
Yeah. Mysterio's been in there.
Yeah, Mysterio's a contender. Who?
Well, that'd be pretty interesting.
I'm trying to think who the
Vulture.
other two were. Yeah, the Vulture.
Shocker.
Because that poor guy's getting more work
Doc
now.
Ock.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many in and out. Sandman.
So that's right. We did get Shocker
Rhino.
in one of these movies, didn't we? Rhino. Has Rhino actually
Craven.
Has Rhino actually been in any of the movies yet?
Oh,
Nobody thinks of-
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
He's in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that would explain why I
Then
never
he
saw
was
it.
in the big
That explains why. I never
Rhino
saw
suit.
it. Okay. So they've all been set there, and if they're going to do a
Liz.
multiversal crossover, hey.
I mean, they've got all the different villains if they want to get them, but
Yeah.
Well, that is interesting. Okay. I never
And
thought
you've
of it
got-
like that. I just thought it was stupid.
you got
But now
what's-
I'm like,
What's his name from Daredevil is going to be in it.
Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox is going to be there. So
Yeah, I like him as Daredevil.
I think I actually posted that on Facebook, and about 5 seconds later, somebody's like, "Yes," but as soon as I found out about it. But anyway, what else you got, Chris?
so Disney has also dropped an idea. Well, not an idea. They're doing it, but a Buzz Lightyear movie. But it's not going to be voiced by Tim Allen. It's going to be voiced by Captain America himself, Chris Evans.
Meh. That's doable.
Don't bother me.
No, I don't mind.
I just don't know why they didn't keep Tim Allen.
Maybe Tim Allen didn't want to do it.
Tim Allen is old now, Chris.
Yeah.
Leave Tim Allen
I
alone.
never stopped.
Tim Allen. Tim Allen is. I honestly think Tim Allen's in his 70s now. So he can't exactly leave the house very safely anymore with the coof running around. As much as I've talked about the COVID-19 is the flu, but it's also not something you want somebody, an elderly person, exposed to, even with the overblown reaction. Yeah, you want to keep your elderly careful on this stuff. But anyway, what else you got?
One last story.
Yeah!
I just thought
Oh, thank God.
I thought I would add this just because I just now started following this person.
Mhm.
So I think it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the Game Awards was on, and they released a bunch of brand new games that is coming out. And apparently Vin Diesel is hunting dinosaurs in a Ark 2 game. Eh.
I don't.
And
Wait, hold on. What? Arc 2?
Arc 2. It's a well,
Is there an
it's
Arc 1?
apparently so.
No, it couldn't be that. No way.
What?
Couldn't be that. There actually was. Back in the 70s, there was a Saturday morning TV show called Arc 2. It was live action, and Filmation did it.
The dinosaurs?
I don't know if I actually think there were dinosaurs
Yeah,
involved.
yeah,
It's been
maybe what it
ages
is.
since I've seen anything
The
about
video
it.
was him.
Because you know they don't get original ideas. Everything's reboots.
Yeah, I know.
So.
The video was basically a bunch of like cavemen, but they had like futuristic technology.
Yeah,
and then
Arc 2
dinosaurs.
If I remember this right, Arc 2 was about this crazy tricked out RV. Basically, it was an RV that had been altered to look like an all-terrain vehicle. Big, huge thing. I'm pretty sure they used the same one they used for Shazam, but it was. But all it did was it drove across a wasteland and dealt with whatever the problem of the week was. It didn't last very long. It was really weird and had that kind of Space 1999 vibe to it, but on like a low budget. It'd be like Troma doing Space 1999. And if you know anything at all about Filmation, you know they never had a budget. So,
Oh.
so if that's what that is, hey, Vin Diesel, more power to you, man. That's street cred right there.
Get them paydays. Come on.
But they announced the creator contact of the year, and that was Valkyrie, and she's the one that I've been following. That I was telling my brother this, that I've been following these streamers, and they've been playing like Minecraft, and it is hilarious because one of them decides to build a nuke, and he blows up. Like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, it's just fireworks," but they know it's going to be blown up. Takes the nuke. They even built like a second city somewhere else, far away, so they would have a home to go to. Blew up their old homes, and when they went to their new home, he set up another nuke that they didn't know about, and ended up crashing their entire server. But they rebooted and they're back up. But it is freaking hilarious just watching them play. But yeah, she got Creator Contact of the Year, and congratulations, Valkyrie. Awesome. I just like it.
The masked stripper over here. Okay. Chris, bring that thing over here. We're going to see if we can get rid of that for poor old Scott here.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. I know somebody out there wants this.
This is, remember when pop figures were the little tiny things? And they're getting into the great big huge things. I'm threatening to get that for Chris for Christmas. If
No.
They don't do many of the big ones.
No.
This is huge.
Just
It's
like
about the
that
size of my
box
head.
As big as Baby Yoda was.
It's Chucky, guys. It's Chucky. Who doesn't like Chucky?
So anyway, that's one of the many, many things for sale here at Scott's Comic Relief at 420 East Main Street, Sweetie, because you always have Sweetie. Hey! How much is that thing, Scott?
$40.
$40 right here.
$40.
Hey, Christmas coming up. Nothing says Christmas more than a doll that will slaughter you in your sleep.
It comes with a knife.
A bloody knife.
Bloody
too.
knife, yeah.
So,
Got the back end of this.
to be honest, I would like to have seen the little Jack in the Box figure that goes with it. That would have been fun. But.
He's huge.
So anyway, Christmas is coming up, guys. Hanukkah is coming up. Actually, I think Hanukkah started.
I like this because of the glare.
I can't keep track of those. I can't keep track of these anymore. But anyway, whether you need one gift or you need 9 gifts, or you just need to spread the wealth around, here's Scott's Comic Relief.
And
It's
they
here
will find you something.
for your pop culture needs. Come down here and buy this because it's really creeping Chris out. So,
I got this thing about, like, I can have action figures, okay? I don't mind. But dolls? Hell no. And even though this is pretty much just an action figure, due to the fact that it represents a killer doll, hell no. No. I don't want it.
I know what I'm getting Chris for his
Shut up! No,
Christmas.
you're not giving me no.
Not even that one. I'm going to get you a little porcelain doll with those dead eyes that. So when you lay it down, the eyes close, and when you lift it up, they open. But I'm going to rig it so they'll just randomly open at random times, and be staring at you from anywhere in the room. And I'm going to set it up in your closet or something, so one day you're going to open it and you're going to look up and you're going to see dead eyes looking straight back at you. Those little glazed porcelain eyes that just look at you straight into your soul. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah,
Yeah,
Crazy
Merry
Kwanzaa.
Christmas.
And the best part is, he thinks I'm actually going to do it.
Well, I'll keep my door locked. I'm going to do it.
Hey, you got windows.
Of course, I got to admit, when you open the door to go down the steps, it's so pitch dark. If I open the door, there's a damn doll sitting there at the front of the door. I'm gonna murder somebody. That is not cool. I'll kick it down the steps. This is exactly what I will do. I'll be like,
We'll set it right there on the top step with its little hands right on the top step and its nose poked.
oh, hush.
You got anything that might work for me, Scott? If you think you
Oh
got
yeah,
that? Of course you do.
Ginger dead man.
Yeah, there we go.
That thing,
That thing is not going
if that thing came to life, it'd probably be like,
Help me!
murder me.
This one, right here, yeah. Make an offer on that one, kids. It ain't going nowhere. Anyway, any final thoughts, Scott?
Nope. Just Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Chris, any final thoughts? Okay, I'm asking Christopher for thoughts. That was a bad mistake. So until next time, boys and girls, on behalf of poor old Scott here, I don't know how we managed to get through a sixth one. It is the sixth one, right? If this is the fifth one,
I have no idea.
I'll never live it down. But in this case, I'll just chop this in half and
Which
make
model?
it two. I'll trim the first 20 seconds off. That'll be episode 5. This will be episode 6. There we go. It works.
Dope size.
Till next time, kids. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Crazy
Happy New
Kwanzaa.
Year, all that good stuff.
Nifty New Year. All that other stuff. And just think about it. Today is what? The 12th? We're recording this December 12th. 19 days to go, and this year is finally effing over.
Thank God.
So. But remember, the year's not over yet. I almost died this year. Let's see what happens to the rest of us. Right here, Scottacular here on the Spike and Chris Show. Take care, y'all. We'll see now for everybody's favorite sport. And Spike, turn off the damn video. No, he cannot. Spike will give you a shot of his crotch as he walks right up.